When people call you to give you updates about their lives, especially when you've reached out to them to say, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Tell me about life. You might, you might really get them in, ebb and flows. The house flooding, the job market looking crazy, trying to apply for jobs and figuring things out on my own terms to make me feel like I'm moving forward, right? And the good thing about moving forward is you have the inertia of I'm doing something that's working in my favor. And if I get this right, hopefully when I move on to other things, cleaning the garage, making my bed, finally folding my pile of laundry that's been on the bed. It's like, look, if I take these steps here and I do these things, having enough money to buy groceries, having enough folks who want to be involved in whatever it is I'm putting together so I could just feel a little sense of accomplishment. Is it too bright? Do I have too many lights on? Is this shot gonna work? Why isn't this shoot working? Do I feel comfortable as I shoot? Am I closed in? I'm a braised animal. You know, little things like that, right? So, today I'm doing an episode of checking in. I haven't checked in a while. And I just had something very unfortunate happen before starting this episode today. And we're not doing any streams this week. Shout out to Cleo. We'll be doing streams next week after we figure out some setups. But I just had a friend call me and their basement flooded, right? And when people call you to give you updates about their lives, especially when you've reached out to them to say, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Tell me about life. You might really get them in, ebb and flows. And I guess this is the ebb part because, you know, the homie is not doing too well. You know, the house flooded. Between the house flooding, the job market looking crazy, trying to apply for jobs and figuring things out while taking for your parents, today was her breaking point. You know, everyone in life at some point, you're going to have a breaking point. You're going to have a, I don't want to do this anymore. You're going to have a, things really aren't falling in line. And the most important thing you can do when you have those moments, and this isn't even what can I control? This is a what can I accomplish on my own terms to make me feel like I'm moving forward, right? And the good thing about moving forward is you have the inertia of I'm doing something that's working in my favor. And if I get this right, hopefully when I move on to other things, tying my shoes, cleaning the garage, making my bed, finally folding my pile of laundry that's been on the bed. It's like, look, if I take these steps here and I do these things, packing my lunch, having enough money to buy groceries, having enough folks who want to be involved in whatever it is I'm putting together so I could just feel a little sense of accomplishment. And then, all right, and hopefully it waterfalls into, I'm going to have a great interview for whatever job I'm applying for. I'm going to get that promotion for whatever job that I like or don't like, but I need the money and I'll do anything I can to get that money. I'll do anything I can to take care of my loved ones. And sometimes in life, it just feels like there's a rug pull and we just need a friend. And today I decided I'm going to be the friend. I decided I'm not going to shoot at the streams. I decided I'm going to pull up on my folks, take them out to lunch. I decided, hey, after you're done crying, hit me up and let me know, what places do you like to go and eat so we can sit down and you could just have a moment to breathe. Because things suck right now. Don't get me wrong. That sucks. That's unfortunate when that happens. When your basement floods. When you call in a handyman to fix one pipe and one pipe turns into a water bubble and one water bubble in your ceiling. Because you know what happens when you have water. And like when water condenses in one area in your ceiling, sometimes it makes a bubble. And when you make the bubble, from what I was taught when I was in New Jersey, you usually just pop the bubble, and whatever water comes out, you put that in the bucket and you're fine. What happens is, my friend called the handyman. They saw something was going on in the roof. They popped the bubble. When they popped the bubble, the water came out, but the water that came out wasn't just ordinary water. It turned into sewer water because it turned down. One of the pipes was busted, and one of the pipes that was busted turned into flooding the bathroom, to flooding the bedroom, to flooding the living room, to flooding the whole basement. And it's just like, oh my God. Can't get any worse than that, right? Sewage water in your basement. That's rough. That's rough. That's rough. That's rough. But what can I do as a friend? I offered help. I offered security. I offered a moment to step out of your situation. And eventually you do have to go back to, but sometimes in life, the most important thing we can do for ourselves is just step out of the situation. Sometimes it could be by your own choice or volition, or someone puts their hand out, but sometimes you need to step away. When I took a break from all things Get Home Safe and Mental Health Monday March of last year, I worked like 5 different jobs. Right after I left, my partner got laid off from her job, right? And after she got laid off from her job, I was like, hey, I now have to cover the income of how much does she have coming in? How much do I have coming in? And I need to make sure that this person has money in their account for whatever decisions they make, right? Then girlfriend, now former fiance, just proposed this past weekend, right? And why that's important is when life gets out of control, it gets out of control in a fast slide. It's not like, hey, I have one problem and then I'm going to take my time, but just let you know there's another one coming in 2 weeks. No, life's like, hey, I got this problem. I got this problem. I got this problem. And I'm not even going to ask if you got a little bit of space in the trunk because I got 2 more problems coming your way. And when you have the avalanche of problems that are coming, it's important to just step away. When my friend hit me up about the whole situation with the basement flooding and these team of people, they're going to have to come through to the house, and something that was supposed to be a simple cleanup is now going to turn into a 6-month project to work on. I was like, today I just need to be a friend. Today I just need to show up. Today I just need to let my folks know I have their back. Today I just need to be the funny guy. Today I just need to talk to my friend about something that's not that situation. And then the best thing I can do is be available when they need me. So I'm pulling up today to be like, hey, let's go get some food. Pulling up today to be like, hey, what days do you think you might need me to move some stuff? I'm pulling up today to say, hey, I have these days that are available. And if your mom needs my help or you need my help, please let me know. Because as we're getting older and as our lives are getting busier, it's very easy to remind ourselves that what I have going on is more important than everything else that's going on around us. But even then, sometimes I'm like, whoa, wait. Yeah, I got to get the thing done. But people understand if I'm helping someone. Yeah, I have to get this thing done, but I can't feel guilty when I'm not able to get it done, especially when I've already delivered all the deliverables, right? The price of being a friend and the price of being someone that cares about the people around them is understanding that when you decide to offer help, that help doesn't have to come with strings attached. And when you help people, it shouldn't come with you guilt tripping them over the fact that they needed your help later in life, because at certain points in life, they were there for you. Well, hopefully, Hopefully, they were there for you. So I'm going to leave to go help the homie out. I'm going to take her out for some food. We're going to crack some jokes. Going to probably bring some quality tissue in case they need to cry. And I want to leave you guys on this note, right? How many times do we push through the hard things that are going on and we don't in ourselves decide, hey, let me just step away from a sec. Let me make a better decision instead of a rushed decision and just fall back. What can I take care of that's in front of me right now instead of putting it off for tomorrow? And am I giving myself the appropriate amount of time and or breaks to do what needs to be done? Am I asking for help? I just shot an episode with Dr. B about a month ago that just came out, right? And we're talking about how men in general struggle with asking for help. We struggle with making environments around us where people are allowed to help us. We struggle with understanding that help takes different forms, but in order to receive help, we have to give ourselves permission to be open in the hands and catch the help and maximize it as much as possible. And with everything that I get to do and everybody I get to work with and all these special moments that I've had for the last couple of weeks, I'm happy. I'm in a great place. But sometimes when you get to be in a great place, you forget that others are working to have a quarter of that or a half of that. And that's not my responsibility, but for those who are my friends and for those who I care about, I would like to be able to share that with them within my capacity, right? So as I go to help my friend, as I go be a good friend, as I go to do what I know others have done for me in the past. I mean, so many times that I've probably lost count to this point. I would like for you guys to extend the helping hands to yourselves. Like, hey, when it's time to get help, get help. When it's time to ask for help, hopefully you have the right people around you. Hopefully Google gets it right. Hopefully whatever AI situations they've put in it comes up with the right answers. But you don't have to do the rough things in life by yourself alone. We already got enough going on. We have so much going on right now. Right? So for anyone that's tuned into this episode, just remember that, like, you don't have to do it by yourself. And if you are doing it by yourself, good luck to you. If you do it by yourself, or you are trying to do it by yourself because you truly have no one that's out there to help you out or support you in the decisions that you're making, be sure to take your time, if you're able to, in the decisions that you're making. Because it's so easy to just do everything by yourself, and then next thing you know, you're making mistake after mistake after mistake, and then you get into this what's it called? Not tumble, this avalanche effect where, like, you start making these decisions to clean up that one wrong decision that now turns into a plethora of bad decisions, because even in trying to help yourself, you decided that, man, that bad decision really looks good today. And it's just not worth it, So this is Juice Jones Creates, another episode with checking in. I hope this message, helps somebody. And I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go be the homie that I told my homie I'd be today. So, peace.